But let's go across to the epicenter at the moment, which is the BJP headquarters with Barkha Dutt. And Barkha, the amazing social media and overall media dominance of the BJP in this election, their campaign, their tactics, their strategy, it all began quite a long time ago. They really prepared well for this election.
Absolutely, Pranoy. I'm standing, in fact, here at the media center that the BJP has set up for correspondence. And in many ways, if this election has been compared to an American-style presidential election because of how individual-centric it became, how much of it focused on Narendra Modi as the issue, in many ways, this media center is also modeled on the American style of campaigning, down to a spin room, by the way. That's what the Americans call it. That's what the BJP is calling it, informally at least, where messaging is being monitored every 30 minutes. I think in many ways this captures why the BJP's communication has certainly indisputably been so much more successful than the Congress campaign, using technology, using holograms, using social media. And I have here with me, Pranoy, somebody we haven't seen on camera in this campaign, but I can tell you that he is the one who's responsible for putting this campaign together. In his previous life, he was a mergers and acquisition lawyer based in London, and now he's been one of the key players who is actually moving to get the United Kingdom to have a change of heart about Narendra Modi. Since then, he's been lying low. He's been a key player of the BJP communication team, heading it in fact, and a very, very close confidant of Narendra Modi. Joining me here in the media center, Manoj Ladwa.
Hi Barkha, good morning.
Good to have you here, Manoj. Reminds me of the American campaigns that I've covered. There's a spin room here. Does this capture really what you and your team had in mind when you said you've got to get your messaging right?
Absolutely. We wanted to make sure that the messages of hope and of change and of the leadership of Narendra Modi were articulated and amplified in the best possible manner. And this is the result of that. Whether you call it an American-style campaign, I'd slightly differ.
It's different from the Indian elections
I'd
we've
call
seen
it a
before.
modern Indian campaign.
A modern Indian campaign.
And this is the start of a new generation of how elections will be fought in the future.
What's happening in the spin room? The only place I've heard that term used is in America.
We're keeping an eye on NDTV.
Only NDTV?
Only NDTV.
We promise to not disappoint. But more seriously, Manoj, the use of social media and technology. The Congress admitting too late to wake up to it. A near dominance till Arvind Kejriwal gave you a run for your money, at least on social media. I'm not talking about in the real world, but on social media, it seemed like the fight was between the two, the two parties. At what stage did Modi himself realize that social media was going to be key?
I think social media for Mr. Modi has been something that has been part and parcel of his communications approach to the country.
He spoke
over
about
many,
it
many
in
years.
his final blog as well.
And it's been right from the time he became Chief Minister. Since then, you've seen that Mr. Modi has very effectively used social media, and I suppose he's the only politician in the country, and the first politician in the country that recognized the power of social media.
The BJP one is coming in from Karnataka and from Andhra and Telangana. Karnataka, BJP won. Andhra still to come in, but Karnataka, the first lead is coming in, but it's a seat that was already held by the BJP last time. So no change, no real indication. Okay, that's it for now. Back to you, Barkha. Gosh, that was quick.
So first leads coming in, so I've got to ask you, because you're so close to Narendra Modi, he's watching the leads in Gandhinagar. Is he nervous?
He's a very patient, a very calm and a very determined person.
It's very high stakes for him. Is it a do or die moment for him?
No, I think it's a moment of anticipation and a moment that the whole country and indeed the whole world are looking at India. And I think it's a celebration. And we should not take that away from this campaign.
Are you nervous as the head of his communication team?
No, I think we're all quietly waiting in anticipation for the results. Let's see how the day pans out.
Tell me a little bit about how you got the United Kingdom and the European Union at large to, you were seen as one of those people who worked hard for that to happen. Was that a struggle in the campaign to get the world to look at Modi differently?
No, I think there was more of a realization within the United Kingdom and within the European Union that change is coming to India and that Narendra Modi represents that change, but is also a person that they can do business with. And I think that was the key element of it. The rest of it is just detail.
So you would describe Mr. Modi's mood in what language right now, since you're the communications expert?
Calm, determined.